Can you back up a little bit, explain the logic of setting a 30-day deadline if the end result was going to be that we're hoping to have these continuous assessments, continuous improvements, even though all of those demands haven't been met? Why set the 30-day deadline? Because when this letter did surface, there was a lot of speculation that perhaps this was a way to kind of kick the ball back beyond the election.
So look, we make foreign policy and national security decisions because they are in the interest of the United States, in the interest of the American people, in the interest of the region, not for any electoral political reason. This letter was sent because the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense had legitimate and serious concern about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. This department and the Pentagon had some specific concerns about the lack of progress in some specific areas, and it had some recommendations on what steps we think specifically the IDF, COGAT, the government of Israel writ large, could take to further enhance the humanitarian situation in Gaza. It's been 30 days. We have seen some of those steps being taken. Again, I outlined those already. There are a number of steps that we think also additionally could be taken, and will continue to remain engaged on those issues. But again, 30 days ago, much of the things that I outlined to Sean, to Jenny, to Humaira, those things had not happened yet. And so those are important steps in the right direction. We need to see more, we want to see more, and we're going to continue to be engaged on making sure that more happens, and ultimately, though, that these steps have a tangible result. That's what this is about.
Talking about the operational changes, so far in the month of November, only 624 trucks have entered into Gaza, according to COGAT, and the letter calls for 350 a day. So are these operational changes that you've seen, can you reasonably assess that going forward in 2 days, the amount of trucks that have been able to enter in almost 2 weeks will be achievable?
I'm not going to speculate on a specific metric, Shannon, but that is our absolute hope. Our hope is that these kinds of changes will make it possible for these kind of increased metrics to be seen. And now it is inherently incumbent on the government of Israel, on the United Nations, on other partners to put that into action. And we certainly are ready to stand at the ready to be continued engaged on this to get that across the finish line also.